sat down with the one and only comedian Cliff P to record episode 2 of English Lit, Light and Triumph. This conversation was real, raw, and full of truth about pushing past life's challenges and stepping into purpose. No matter where you come from or what you've been through, your story isn't over. Triumph is always possible. What's good, man? You tuned into another great episode of the EnglishLIT Podcast, man. I got the hottest comedian in the world right now next to me. Comedian Cliff P is in the building, man. Let's give it up for Cliff P, man.
That mean a lot, man.
What's going on with you, bro?
I can't call it, man.
Everything good?
Everything good.
So, man, before we even begin, man, getting into all the questions and all the answers that people might want to know that, you know, that's watching this platform or listening to this platform, bro, I first want to shout you out, man, and give you your flowers, bro, because the stuff, man, that you doing in Lincoln, man, the stuff that you doing across the world, across the nation, man, a lot of people follow you, a lot of people watch you, man, and just to come from where you come from, bro, I'm proud of you. You deserve your flowers. We got the Honda plant in Lincoln, and we got Cliff P. You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to bless you with something, man. Me and my wife, I went out last night, and I was looking for a shirt. I said, man, I can't find one. I was going to tell my wife to make some with you, man, you know, put something on it. She said, and when I came today, she said, I already made something for him. I made him a cup, and it was something that just hit me, man, when she said she made you a cup. So we got a cup for you. I want you to look at it.
All right.
But, man, when she said that, what hit me was, man, you could fill that cup up many times you want, and it can overflow.
Oh, man.
And that's how God blessings, bro, and the favor, man, that's on your life, that's what's about to happen to you, man. It's just about to just keep pouring into you. He about to keep pouring into you. You about to just keep overflowing, bro. And, man, we proud of you. You know, on behalf of Lincoln, I can speak for Lincoln. We proud of you, man. And we thank you, bro.
This mean a lot.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm about to cry.
Don't cry out, bro. It's all right, though. If you want to cry, I cry with you, though.
I'm about to cry, man.
Yeah, man. We just want to give you that, man. Like I say, man, that's what, you know, I feel like God is doing for you right now. Like, the favor is on you, bro. And it's all right, bro. If you want to cry, man, we can get him. It's just about to keep pouring on your life, bro, man. We proud of you, man.
Appreciate
you
that,
know,
man.
And I can't wait till I become mayor of Lincoln one day, and I can give you that key to that city, man, because you definitely deserve it, bro.
I sure appreciate that, man.
But, man, how you feeling today?
Oh, man, this just made my year right here, man.
Yeah, that's what's up,
made
man.
my year. Like, it's to know that, like, to see, like, I grind every day, bro.
Yeah.
And to see y'all, like, give me my flower, bro, like,
Let's get him a nap.
a lot of people won't even pat you on your back.
Yeah.
And that mean a lot, like, to know that people are watching, even when I don't even think they watching. Like, that mean a lot, bro.
Yeah, man, because it's so many people look up to you. It's so many kids I can hear, you know, repeating your skits and stuff. They hear something funny, man, and that show you, man, the impact that you making. We get you a napkin right there. That show you, man, the impact.
I'm like a crabber.
That show you the impact, man, that you making on the world and that you making to others. And I remember, man, before I started this podcast, I got up with you, and I didn't forget what you told me. I said, well, man, I got a vision, bro. I said I want to just kind of do something positive in a positive light. And the only thing you told me, you said, "Cuz, do it." You just said, "Do it," and I appreciated that, man, more than you know, because you know, I've always looked up to you, and I can tell some stories, and we'll get into that about you, man. But the world know him as comedian Cliff P.
Yeah.
I call him CJ.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm excited, man, what God got for you, man, and let's get right into it, man. Let's talk about, man, growing up. Let's talk about, you know, the city, man.
Yeah, you know, I'm a 2nd Avenue baby.
Yeah.
From the bottom.
You from the bottom.
Yeah, I'm from the bottom. We moved to 30 Road. I was like 6 years old. I was mad as I don't know what.
Yeah.
Because I ain't had nobody to play with over there. Yeah. Only people over there on 30 Road, my grandmama. That's all I knew over there. And the bottom, everybody was like family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't matter who house you went to. It was family. And I love that about the Lincoln community. Like, no matter where you go, no matter who you're around, Lincoln gonna be Lincoln.
Yeah. We stand up for one another.
We stand together now.
We stand.
We could be arguing on the way there.
But we gonna stand together. We gonna stand together.
Yeah. I love that about the city. I love it.
Man, so growing up though, you know, in school and everything, how was life for you, man, you know, with mom and your pops and everything?
For me, you know, I had to man up early. My dad died when I was 17 years old. It was the summer going into my senior year of high school. Mm-hmm. So I had to man up early. At the house at the time, it was just me and my mama. Yeah. So, like, for the longest, like, that's all we knew, me and her.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, she taught me, that's the toughest person I know. Like, my mama, like, I got my grind from her. Mm-hmm. She never let nothing stop her, no matter the situations, no matter what. Like, she always made sure she put her family first. Like,
yeah,
I have nothing but respect for her. Like,
yeah. And man, I remember, you know, as a young guy, I remember, man, your daddy, man, you know, cool dude. I remember Peter, man, a cool dude.
Yes, sir.
So during that time, man, during that transition of him leaving the world, how did you adjust with that? How did you cope with you know, him leaving still at a young age, 17 years old, you said?
I was really on a search to find me. Mm-hmm. Like, it took a big toll on me. Like, I started finding myself getting in more and more trouble in school. And when I was normally getting in trouble for, like, you know, like clowning and stuff. Yeah. But now I'm getting in trouble for acting out because I ain't got my daddy no more.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm really doing stuff for attention, for real. Yeah. It seemed like, but I had to get a grip. I had to get a grip on it fast because, like, I didn't like the direction I was headed to.
Yeah. And you know what, man? And I was talking to one of your homeboys the other night. Shout out to Bubba Weed.
Yeah.
I was talking to Bubba, and we had a conversation. I was saying, you know, from 4th grade all the way up to 10th grade, my daddy was in prison, right? And that felt like an abandonment almost to me. And I said, man, when your daddy gone, everybody want to be daddy. Mm-hmm. Everybody trying to tell you something. So how did you know, like, who to listen to and who not to listen to?
I didn't. Like, at the time, I didn't want to listen to nobody. Yeah. I didn't even want to listen to my mama. Like, I didn't. I had a hurt on me. I was mad at the world. Mm-hmm. But I could, no matter what I did, I couldn't disguise it. Yeah. It's like it weighed on me. It weighed on me heavy. Like, I still deal with that to this day. Yeah. Like that was my best friend. Yeah. Like me and my daddy, we were close. Like that. When you seen my daddy, you seen me and my brother. Like, that's what we like.
And I pray, man, that I do believe that God can fill that void. You know, in His time, and it takes time. I do feel that, you know, you have to go through that in order to grow through it.
Right.
So is that how you kind of transition into comedy? It's like a coping mechanism?
It is. It's, man, nothing brings me more joy than putting a smile on somebody else's face. Yeah. Like, as I look back, like, you know, they say hindsight 20/20, meaning when you look back, you see everything clear. Mm-hmm. When I look back at it, like, my daddy was grooming me for this. Like, when I was young, he used to have us watching stand-up specials. Yeah. Bernie Mac, Red Fox, Shucky Ducky. Yeah. He used to have us watching this stuff. Like, and I'm a kid. I'm not knowing, like, why am I watching this? Not knowing the path that God got for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids my age weren't watching stand-up specials.
Right.
They weren't watching stand-up specials like that. I was watching them, like, faithfully, like, every day. Like, this is what me and my dad are watching.
Yeah. And, man, it is so many characters, man, in our city where we grew up. We can get a lot of laughs from a lot of people,
Facts.
man, that's here, man. And so let's kind of go back into school. I heard you mention school. Mm-hmm. I have to tell this story, man, because I remember my first day of 9th grade. You gonna remember this. You, Trent, AJ Rivers, put me in that trash can. You, Trent, AJ Rivers, put me in the trash can. My first day of the 9th grade, they said, look, cuz, we got to break in.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that, man. But it was all funny to me, you know, how y'all did it, man. But So how do comedy now pretty much kind of help you seeing others, you know, as far as their viewpoint of how they might be dealing with something? How does that help you? How does it make you feel?
Oh, man. Just on a daily, like, I get inboxes. People telling me, you don't know how much you make my day. Like, one lady wrote me, she told me she was battling cancer, and she was contemplating suicide.
Wow.
And she told me that looking at my videos helped her deter away from that. And I'm like, little old me.
Yeah.
So, like, now I'm realizing, like, this is my purpose.
Wow.
Like, this is what God was grooming me for.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people think a calling come and you be in a pulpit.
Right.
But in the Bible, it tells us that laughter is medicine for the soul.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I'm bringing people laughter, I'm doing God's work.
Yeah.
Because that's what he want me to do.
Yeah, and he puts all of us, man, in our own design.
Exactly.
I know that's your design,
Exactly.
man, because, like I said, I've been knowing you, and you've been like this your entire life. Man, I attended my, you know, not to go in the past, but I attended my first dice game with you, with you and your brother. You know, these the bottom days, people.
Buck that phone.
Yeah, we bust that phone real quick. I attended that, but man, we learned a lot just growing up, man. And
For real.
man, that's a blessing that you're able to help and bless others, man. Just being yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the platform and the level that you're on now, is it any like type of negative feedback that you receive, or do you see people trying to imitate your style or anything like that?
I see my influence.
Yeah.
I do. Whether I get the credit or not, I see my influence.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of times I see stuff, I be like, you didn't see this until I did. You know what I'm saying?
Until you did it.
But I don't take it as, like, nobody hating anything. I take it as, like, whether I get the recognition or not, I take it like they see me.
Yeah.
They see me doing it. So, like, for you to see me, for me to see you doing what I do,
Yeah.
and let me know you watching me.
They're watching you, and then guess what? In some way or another, it's still blessing them.
Exactly.
If they're watching
Exactly.
you. Man, so let's go back and talk about Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mama. Good lady. Good lady.
Oh, yeah.
How is she now with you being on such a professional level? Did she give you any advice when you go out to all these shows, anything like that?
Yeah, she do. She do. She always give me words of encouragement. That's my biggest fan.
That's good.
And when I first started doing comedy, I felt bad because, like, I didn't know how I was gonna be on stage and my mama in the crowd. But not knowing that, like, she know, like I know, like, this been me my whole life. Like, she ain't opposed to it. Like, I asked her, I said, Mama, how you gonna feel? Like, I might say a couple of words up there you might not agree with.
Yeah.
She told me, she said, baby, if that what it gonna take for you to get make it do what it do.
Make it do what it do.
That's my biggest fan.
Got you. So you got out of high school, you know, now you're going into the role of HBCU.
Yeah.
How was that experience, and how did that affect your life?
Oh man, that was a whole different world for me coming from little small Lincoln, bro.
Yeah.
Going into like Montgomery. No, I went to Alabama State University in Montgomery.
Shout out to Alabama State.
It wasn't no like, it's not no big city, but it's very different from Lincoln. It's something to do in Montgomery every day of the week.
Yeah.
Versus in Lincoln, you got something to do on the weekend, maybe.
And did you hit a path in life where it was people trying to pull you to different influences and things like that?
Yeah, a couple of them. Like I had became friends with some guys that, like, you know, they were locals in the city, so they weren't caring about school like that.
Yeah.
One of my partners, he ended up going to prison on a capital murder charge.
Wow.
Another one of my partners, he ended up getting like 15 years on the same robbery charge. Him and the other dude was involved together. And just so happened, like, that night that they did that robbery, the dude called and asked me, could he borrow my gun?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you already knew God, he been had his hand on you. So
Yeah.
instilling that church and instilling that faith in you, That was mom and daddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What church did you come from?
St. Mark, Church of God in Christ.
Church of God in Christ.
Church of God in Christ. Yeah, I'm Kojic.
Kojic.
I'm a Kojic baby.
Kojic baby.
Yeah.
That's all right there. So
Yeah.
man, this platform is to tell, stories that people might not know about you. Let's go back to May 30th, 2007. Give me the rundown from the start of that day to the end of that day.
May 30th. That's 6 days after I graduated high school. 6 days after my 18th birthday.
Wow.
Me and one of my partners, we was going to the movies with some girls. Mm-hmm. We were running late for the movies, so I tried to beat time, and I was going a little fast. I ran off the road in my car. I tried to come back on the road, and when I did it, I overdid it. And I ended up flipping my car, and I flipped my car off into a little bluff. And it landed, what stopped the car, it landed next to a tree. Mm-hmm. And it was me, my homeboy, and 3 other girls. Out of all the people in the car, I'm the only one that got hurt.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm the only one that got hurt. During the wreck, I fractured my L7 and my T12 vertebrae in my back, and I ruptured my small intestine. And it was all like a dream to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I guess I was so heavily sedated, I didn't know what was going on. It was like, it was exactly like a dream.
Yeah.
I remember my mama. I remember coming when I first came to. I had tubes and everything down my throat. I couldn't talk. I had to write everything out on paper that I wanted to say to my mama. And I never will forget, I was asking my mama about all my classmates and the people that I hung around. I was asking about all my classmates. My mama still got the notebook.
Wow.
She still got the notebook. Well, not the actual notebook, but some of the pages.
Some of the pages that you wrote on, yeah. So for those who listen, I'm going to let you continue. The vertebrae, that means that you were completely paralyzed.
I wasn't completely.
Yeah.
It's just I could move my top. I just couldn't walk. I had to learn how to walk all over again.
Had to learn how to walk. So comedian Cliff P, 2007, bad car accident, couldn't even walk.
Couldn't even walk.
Wow. So how was that rehabilitation process? And, explain the time of, they sent you to UAB?
Yeah, I was in UAB.
UAB?
I stayed in UAB for 2.5 months.
Wow.
2.5 months. And it was at first, it was a depressing state. Not being able to do as you normally do. Like having somebody else have to put your clothes on. Having somebody else to have to bathe you. Yeah. That's mentally, that's depressing. Yeah. And me being 18 years old, I'm used to getting up and going on my own. Not having to wait on somebody to come and, take care of me. Yeah. So I remember being in the room and the doctor came in for the daily visits. And I'm still not knowing how severe my injuries are. Yeah. And I remember my mama whispering to the doctor, asking the doctor, she was like, will my baby walk again? And the doctor told my mama, it's a strong possibility that he may not.
Counted you out.
And I was like, dang, this is real.
Yeah.
This is for real. This ain't something that's gonna heal up the next day. I really gotta put in some effort right here. God, I need you now.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Wow. That's all you can say.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
That's all. My mama looked at the doctor and told the doctor, you a lie.
Yeah.
You a lie.
Yeah. Stand firm on the faith.
Yeah.
So you landed in that hospital bed for 2 months. Did your faith get weary?
No, because I knew that's all that's all I had.
That's good.
That's all I had. My mama taught us how to know God for ourselves at an early age.
Yes, sir.
She taught us at an early age to know God for ourselves. I've been I've been a God fan all my life.
Yeah,
all my life. Like, I've been paying tithes since I was 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I believe. You know what I'm saying? So I knew he didn't bring me that far just to bring me that far. You feel me?
Ooh, man, you preaching, CJ.
Yeah.
You preaching. So, man, you know, you going through the rehab. You start taking those tiny steps.
Mm-hmm.
You see the light coming again.
Yeah.
You see that light. You feel that triumph, man. And it's all right, bro, to cry, man. Because I think as men, we don't do it often enough, right? You know, it's okay to share vulnerable moments. So you taking those steps again. The doctors, they probably helping you out. What was going on in your head? How did that make you feel when you took that very first step of laying there?
Oh, man, it took me the longest to, like, actually take that step. Because when they first put me in physical therapy, the first step I took, I fell on my face.
Wow.
And I'm like, I can't even walk.
Yeah.
Man, it's setting in now.
Yeah.
Even when I was released from the hospital, I still wasn't on my feet. I went home in a wheelchair. But shout out to my I call him my brother, Jonathan George.
My brother.
That's my brother.
Our brother.
Every day he made sure him and his daddy came to my house and walked with me around my living room.
That's a real brother.
Every day.
Yeah.
He would spend the night with me on the weekends. And we'll get up and do that every day. We'll do that every day. And him and his daddy would tell me, every step you take, say in the name of Jesus.
Wow. Man. Shout out to Jonathan George, man. Shout out to Ken George.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you know, it's something about what you just said. You said, man, the very first step that you took, that you fell on your face. And, man, I feel that at times, that's what God wants us to do sometimes.
We have to fall on our face just so we can know who the source is.
Yeah. And sometimes we have to fall on our face just so we can look up.
Just so we can look up.
So we can look up, man. And, man, that's a story, man. You know, and see the way your life is transpiring, man, right now. I know that people didn't know this story.
Yeah.
Right? And it's something that needed to be heard, man, that can help someone who might be in the same situation of an accident or anything like that. But, man, I gathered this from the story. God good.
God is great.
God is great. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
So, you up on your feet now. You know, daddy gone.
Yeah.
I'm in this wheelchair. I'm getting back on my feet. I'm back walking again. Life's getting back to normal. What's your next step?
My next step after I got back on my feet?
Yeah.
That's when I started college.
Okay.
Because I had to start college late because of the accident. So I started off a semester late. But when I started off, I still wasn't completely back on my feet. I had to walk around with crutches.
At school?
At school.
Wow.
I can't talk to no women on no crutches.
Nah, man. They ain't want that.
They ain't want that, man.
Yeah.
But I made the best of it.
Yeah.
I made the best of it. You know, I connected with some real genuine people.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like God sent my way. You know, we still connected to this day. College for me, I needed that experience. I needed that experience because, like, I felt like the whole situation. If I would have did it on my timing, I would have messed it up.
Wow. Yeah.
I would have messed it up. And ain't nothing like God timing. I feel like for me to go to school in that situation, I was at my point of humbleness.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Okay.
I needed that because at the time when I came out of high school, I was headed for destruction.
Yeah.
I was going to college, but I didn't know my purpose of going to college. I was just going because everybody else was going.
Yeah.
You know?
And we tend to, man, try to rush the process.
Right.
Instead of trusting the process.
Right.
But that's God though. You know, he'll give you those time. My daddy always tell me, he said, man, anybody can wait. But everybody can possess the attitude while waiting.
Right.
So how do you respond when those trials hit you directly in your face? Everybody can't handle that.
I feel like you talking about like with trials to come now?
Yeah.
I feel like the worst thing I could ever go through was losing my dad and learning how to walk again. So now when I'm faced with trials, I know God done brought me through bigger stuff than this.
Know He can do it.
I know He can do it. This little stuff I'm like, man, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Man, and life right now, man, it's probably so much different than 10 to 15 years ago for you.
Yeah. Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah. 10, 15 years ago, oh, man.
So when you see your platform increasing, you know, did you feel that not only is this comedy, but this is ministry as well for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Because, like, when I'm putting them videos out, I'm not caring about the views.
Yeah.
I'm not caring about the money it's going to generate. I'm doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I love to do. And when I put those videos out and I wake up in the morning and I got an inbox that's telling me, you just don't know how you made my day.
Yeah.
I show my mama your video. My mama is bedridden, but I show her your video. We watch your videos. That mean the most to me. That mean the most. Because I'm helping somebody not even realize I'm helping them.
Man, that's light.
And it's not a monetary gift to them. It's not something material that I can give to them. It's something that's genuine.
A genuine laugh, smile. That can make a person feel love.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
For sure, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, man.
I can't keep saying that enough, man. Just because hearing that story, man, hearing how, you know, God allowed you to see just another day. Man, people can't take days for granted.
Right.
You know, because they can be over with in a split second. So, man, I'm grateful that His hand is still on you, man.
Thank you, man.
So, what's some plans, man, within the next 2 to 3 years? What's some goals that you want to accomplish?
2 to 3 years, man. I see myself touring the world, headlining my own tour. That's what I want to do.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do. I want to get into some radio hosting. You know, that's what I went to school for.
Yeah.
So I guess I want to dabble in that. I want to do some movies too, man.
Yeah.
I want to do some movies.
Man, you got the gift, man.
Thank you, man.
You got the oil that's on your life, man. Like I told you, that favor is it's all over you, man. So I feel like any door that you walk in, He's walking in it with you, you know. And He already gave you that gift of know which door's for you and which door not.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
That would be the scary part.
Yeah.
That would be the scary part because, like, people wouldn't understand, like, when God got a purpose on your life, when you're chosen, you can't be around just anybody. And you can't just do anything.
Yeah.
And I find myself like that, bro. Like, I be seeing so many people, like, I be like, you know what? I should do that. But I'm knowing if I do it, God gonna make an example out of me.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be able to live freely like they are.
Yeah.
He gonna always sit me down and make an example out of me. It's so much stuff like that I see people doing it, and I be like, what's the harm in doing it? But as soon as I start to act like I'm trying to do it, God will set me straight.
That conviction already hit you.
I know it be people coming in my life that got ill will toward me. But the thing about it, God won't even allow it to prosper.
Yeah.
That's what's wild about it.
And we can still speak. That's maturity.
And we can still speak.
Yeah, I know you don't mean me no good, but I'm gonna love you anyway because through everything we still have to love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the word said when a man way pleases God, it'll make even his enemies be at peace with him.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
And he'll see the elevation that you going, man. You know, I see the rate. They see it. You know, man, and goes back to say, man, their purpose is not your purpose.
Right. And
I'm pretty sure, man, on your level that probably been some crazy opportunities probably come your way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's so many times like I done seen people like cut other people's throat just to get where they trying to go.
Yeah.
That ain't in me.
Nah.
Because I feel like what God got for me is gonna always be for me. I ain't gotta do nothing out of the way to achieve what God got for me.
Yeah.
Just put in the work and have faith and pray daily. Like I feel like ain't nothing that I can't accomplish.
That's churchy, dog. I felt a shout coming on there. That's all you have to do.
For real.
Put in that work.
Exactly. Like
Pray.
People look at other people's situation, they get jealous. But it's the same God that blessed them is the same God that can bless you.
Yeah. Yeah. And man, your head on, man, it's always been like that. You know, as long as I've been knowing you, it's always been on a swivel. It's always been in the right direction, man. You know, I admired you guys at a young age, man, more than y'all know you, Tit. You know, y'all took me under y'all wing, you know, in them bottom days, you know. We was bad kids.
Yes, sir.
But y'all didn't judge us.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm awesome, man, to see what's next for you. And I know it's gonna be big. I know it's gonna be big.
It is.
Man, I appreciate you coming to the platform.
Oh man, I thank you for having me, boo.
I appreciate you coming to the platform.
Me, man.
I'm appreciate you telling your story, man, so that they can hear you.
Oh yeah, I thank you for getting my story out there, bro.
Man, so where can people follow you at?
They can follow me on all social media platforms on the comedian Cliff P. That's comedian. If you can't spell comedian, we both in trouble.
Yeah.
But that's comedian Cliff P on all social media platforms. Oh,
man, listen, you heard him, comedian Cliff P. Make sure you follow him. Go to Facebook, go to Instagram, TikTok. You don't want to miss him. Make sure you like, you subscribe to his page today, comedian Cliff P.
That's love, though. That's love.
Man, stay tuned for the next episode on the EnglishLIT Podcast.
Yes, sir.